guys, it's your only Ralph. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I have an early childhood program in my home where I care for up to 14 little ones under the age of 5, and I create content to help you run an amazing early childhood program in your home. So today I'm going to be sharing with you our our entryway, just to kind of see how the flow of traffic is and how we manage all of the stuff that comes in with the daycare, and try to make it still look like a home and not overwhelmingly wow with all of the outdoor gear. We live in Michigan right now. It's like outdoor gear time, so there's going to be lots of stuff that has to be managed in order to make everything okay work. So I'm going to show you the new racks that we set in for the kids. If you look right over here behind these racks right here, we just put these up for the kids. Now we have 14 kids in our program, so we have, I think we have about 16 racks for the kids. So we have the kids doubling up their coats and putting their coats on here. Now this is like our temporary coat storage area. Somebody left their coats over the weekend, but when the kids come in the door, they just put their coats right there, and then they line up their little shoes right over here. And then that way, when the families are gone for the weekend, most of the time, all of their stuff is gone, so we don't have a lot of excess clutter in our own personal family space. And then over here, we have the adult coat area. These are obviously our coats right now, but you know, any of our staff, our friends or family who come in, they hang their coats there. And then we have this little bench right here with our shoes in it. These are the boots that the kids leave here. So they leave some extra rubber boots here. That way, when we go outside, they'll have some boots to wear, and their coats and their things from home stay in this area all the way until parents come home. Now, the reason why we organize our space like that is previously we would have parents coming in, and then we would be going out during the day, and then all of a sudden hats and coats and gloves and all sorts of things from home are missing, and then the families are, you know, spending a lot of extra time looking for things, or, you know, asking me to help look for things in the afternoon. So having this system in place where they bring their things from home, and their things from home stay right there from the time that they come in the morning until the time that they leave, makes things a lot easier. Now, if you watched my other videos, then you know that we provide the winter gear and the outdoor weather gear for the children. Again, I think it's a lot easier for us to be able to do that, because if we provide the gear, then the gear is always here, it always fits, it's always ready to go. When we had parents bringing their own winter gear, sometimes they would be bringing things that weren't very convenient or easy for us to get on. So I'm going to make sure to link the video to my winter gear recommendations in the comments below. But for right now, I'm just going to show you our space. Okay, so right here we have all of our snowsuits for the kids. This is just a little closet. Honestly, in this house, I feel like there's not very much closet space. You know, it's a nice size house, but there's no closet space. This was perfect for us to use for our toddler snow stuff, all of their gear. So we have their coats and their snow pants up here. We have their rain suits down here, and then we have an extra little space where we keep the teacher's snow pants right in there. And then up top, we can add some umbrellas. Those are for us. And then I'm going to show you, when the kids come into class, we always teach our kids to make sure to keep their hats and gloves inside their snowsuit. So literally, when it's time to go outside, we have our kids lining up on this little rug right here, and then we get out all of their snowsuits. We have 2 or 3 teachers in the morning, so we'll take them up in groups of maybe like 4 to 6 kids, and then have them start putting on their gear. So when we have the kids put on their gear, we just set their gear on the floor, and then we open it up for the kids. Usually we have a name. This is a brand new snowsuit, so it doesn't have a name in it. But we take the hanger out of the snowsuit, we set the snowsuit up on the floor, and then inside of the snowsuit, each child has their own little hat with gloves in it. So we set that on the side, and then we have them just sit down, and then we teach them how to put their feet in the footholes, and then to put their arms in the armholes, and then they have their hats and gloves, and everything's ready to go. Now, when we get ready to come inside, we have this little banister over here. So we take their wet snowsuits and we hang it over the banister and let everything dry, so that when we put all of our things away in the coat closet, they don't get all moldy. And providing outdoor snow gear for our kids has been a game changer, guys. If you watch my other video, then you know that the way that we fund our snowsuit and rain suit collection is through the enrollment fee that we have our families pay whenever they first start. I also have the best tips for you on where to find that gear. If you watch that other video, I'll make sure to link it in the comments below so that you can find the video easily. But these systems, or having the systems in place are going to make getting outside so much easier. Now, if you have your families bringing in their own bib, snow pants, and all of that, then you're going to have a lot going on with getting everything together and getting the kids into the gear to get out the door on time. The other thing that we provide for our families are gloves. So we'll have the families send in gloves, and that just kind of goes into our big glove bin. And then that way we always have like the small knit gloves, the ones that I like to have for the kids. I'll show you right here. I have a little bin. This little bin right here has some extra gloves in it. So inevitably when we get outside, somebody's gonna stick their hands in water. Their hands are gonna be cold and wet. So we have these little mittens right here, and we just have a ton of these little stretchy mittens so we can swap out mittens for the kids. We also have a ton of these. I love the ones that have the Velcro on the side for the snow gear. Like today it's snowing, so we would, if we were here, the kids were here, then they would be wearing snow gloves. We also keep a bunch of extra hats outside. In our outdoor space, we do have a Rubbermaid container with shelves on it that we store our outdoor classroom supplies and our extra hats and gloves. So the kids are always warm and toasty, and we're always ready to get outside and have some fun. Anyways, if you have some really great systems in place or any ideas for how we could improve our system, I'd love to hear about it. Or if you have any questions about our content, please be sure to leave a comment below. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Thanks for stopping by.